Jay and I have this whole dancing thing going on during the breaks. All right, so we're super excited about this next thing you're about to see because this is a brand new item in the show. We have never had it on the air before, and I can't wait for you to tell us the full story.
Okay, this is Cocoa Cashmere, just so everybody's, okay, so in the last, 3 events, you've seen things from us you've never seen before. You saw tanzanite, you've seen sapphires, you've seen blue sapphires. We're kind of going out, we're kind of spreading our wings, I guess, and we're going out and trying to find materials that before we're kind of the semi-precious materials. A lot of these materials we never really, we always saw them, but we never really tried to go mine direct, right? And the only way that you can really do any of that is actually being able to go mine direct and actually finding the sources on it. We're going to, Mozambique, Zambia has a lot of them. I was just in Malawi. Madagascar is huge. They're finding all kinds of mineral wealth. And what we want to do is find something to add. Like, we're always looking for things to add to the show. And one of the things that we've been working on and we've had a really good response to is the tourmalines and the different sapphires. The cool thing about sapphire is that it comes in a rainbow, a myriad of colors. It's not just one color.
Most people think it's just blue.
Everybody, yeah, and we're kind of looking to even kind of like help maybe expand, but also educate people on how sapphires, and in the meantime, I'm getting an education too, as we're getting into more of these semi-precious type materials. And then we're gonna eventually, we've already, it started out by, we were combining semi-precious stones with our turquoise or with our lapis. And then we thought, we made contacts there, so let's kind of try to expand those resources. The reason I've always stayed away from sapphires, the always reason, just like on anything, emerald, ruby, any of that, is because it's not that I don't know where to get it. It's not that I don't know the people that are mining it. It's not that I don't meet them all the time. But usually it's so cost prohibitive that I don't feel, you'll never see anything on the Mine Find show that I'm doing where I don't feel like you're getting the absolute best deal that you could absolutely ever get, okay? Right. If it's not a great buy for you, if it's not a great look for you, if it's not something that I consider, it's something that's above and beyond a good deal, then I'm not going to do it. You wouldn't believe what I walk away from. I walk away from so many deals, and then sometimes when I come on here and I give you something and it's a screaming deal, that's because I walked away about 12 times, and fortunately nobody else walked in behind you, behind me, and actually did the deal. Right. And so, finally, eventually, we kind of get what we want to do. We do have some really good mining connections right now in sapphires, and it seems like it's expanding. We're building on that. This is a brand new sapphire. It's called Cocoa Cashmere, and it's got reds in it. It's got like muted greens, and it's got strawberries. But the reason we call it Cocoa Cashmere, overall it almost has like that cocoa, kind of like a root beer, I guess. Mm-hmm. Would be, I guess, the description. A root beer with all the different colors of root beer in it. I just thought it was really unique and really different. And again, this is all natural. There's no color enhancement to it whatsoever. We've got all kinds of different colors. I've got a red sapphire that I'm working on. I've only got about 2,000 pounds right now, but that's coming out of Malawi. But we're going to be hopefully offering that down the road. But these are all brand new mine finds for the show.
Well, and Jay,
I've never worked with them before.
But I wanted to point something out. Please notice the appraised value. You're buying sapphire. It's genuine sapphire. It's $473. And that's just the necklace by itself. So imagine your entire neckline encircled with genuine sapphire. Usually we have to settle for one little piece of teeny little gemstone on a ring, or maybe it's a triplet on a ring and it's kind of wimpy and you're like, oh, here's my sapphire. But you are actually encircling your entire neckline with a very unique sapphire. So if you have someone whose birthday and that's their birthstone, can you imagine sharing this with them and then tell them the story behind it and say, oh, did you know there was these wonderful root beer colored sapphires? I do want to mention we've got the matching earrings. It's another one of those places where if you go here and you like to have the matching, you might want to think about getting them, because the odds of him being able to repeat any of this are really, really low, right?
Right, and you know, and here again, you know, like the point that you made, to be honest with you, their lowest appraised value, I would have had to pay